Trey, Lyle, Frontstretch.com here with Todd Gilliland. Todd, top 10 finish here at Martinsville. That's always got to feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good. This place is very hard to contend at all day, and me and my crew chief were talking. We've had a lot of good runs here, but it seems like this place will take them away from you more than it gives them to you. So my team did a really good job of just staying in the game. I feel like we were very mistake-free all day, and just kind of capitalize on others' mistakes and just kind of ratcheted our way forward. And then we had a bunch of good restarts there. My team made my car a lot better for that last run, and it was perfect time too with all those restarts. We were able to capitalize on that.
How was that long run at the end? Was it like kind of the only three-flag long run of the race?
Yeah, it's challenging. These tires wear out a lot, so it's like you have to get track position on the restarts. You have to really push hard, and then as soon as you get down, you really have to manage your tires, and then you manage your tires, and then that pace turns into your going pace, and then you're slipping and sliding all over the place. So, it was nice there though at the end. Like I said, my team made my car so much better that I could definitely manage myself a lot better.
And then taking it forward to Darlington, what can you take from? I know obviously different track, but it's got to feel pretty good, just with positive momentum.
Absolutely, yeah. We definitely needed this. I would say. The last 2 weeks were horrible. I think I finished 30th both weeks, or 29th and 30th something, and we knew we needed to get back on track here. We felt like this was a really good chance for us, and I feel the same for Darlington. I think we can go there and really, really run good. So I'm excited for it. Like I said, this momentum is what we needed, and go have a really good run next weekend. Thank you.
Trey, Lyle, Frontstretch.com here with Casey Mears. Casey, how did it feel to be back out at Martinsville running some laps?
Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, I clearly we didn't run like we want to, and I don't think any of us really kidded ourselves. Coming back here, it was a pretty uphill battle. Obviously Carl's team is a small team, small program. They work their butts off, but they just don't have a lot of the stuff that the bigger teams have. So, thinking that the car was going to be close was a guess. And we just missed it. And then you have no time in practice, right? You got 20 minutes, and we were thrashing, trying to make some changes. Practice was over, and he just didn't have time to do it. But they took some really big swings at it in the race. I was massive tight at the beginning, massively tight, way off, and they made some really big changes the first 3 pit stops, I think. And then it kind of got it to where it was turning better, but we just never really fixed the center, and then ended up getting it loose off, but still couldn't fix the center. So at the end of the day, we accomplished, I guess what I wanted to. I wanted to come here, and I wanted to start 490. And then now we just got to figure out how to have a better game plan of being more prepared. Coming back, hopefully, you can do some more races and chase down that 500 start.
Do you think it would be more short track races, or is it?
I just don't know. With this scenario, we were running Carl's motor. We know it's down on power relative to the factory teams and their motors. So I think that it would have to probably be road courses or a place like Martinsville. If we go to a super speedway, we're definitely going to have an A-plan motor. Right now, until we get somewhere, until we know that we have the car better, the downforce tracks, the Charlottes, the Atlantas, those places like that, I don't know that they'd really be in the cards, because it's just really hard to get the car right for those places.
This will sound, I guess, harsher than I intended to be. For a guy that's won race, has been competitive pretty much your entire career,
Yep.
What is the joy and satisfaction of coming to a situation that's not that?
Yeah, well, I think the natural feelings of being frustrated immediately come right back. I knew going in that I was going to have to really just stay calm. I knew the situation I agreed to do. Like I said, these guys are great guys, but if you try to measure the resources against somebody else, they're not there. Hendrick has 600 or 700 employees, and I think he has 9. So the odds of coming here and having a decent day were very, very low. And I set my expectations for that. And really what happened was coming here, announcing what I wanted to do and getting the word out was great, because I've been talking about it for a couple years and nothing's really sparked. And once we announced that we were doing this race, I got a call from a lot of guys. I got sponsors that want to help me get now to 500 starts. And if we wouldn't have done this event, that would have never happened. So it did what it needed to do, and now we'll see where it goes from here.
From a pre-race standpoint, the activation stuff, all the business side stuff, is there still something that's special about still doing it on Sunday?
Well, 100%. I think that, when you're doing it week in, week out and chasing the numbers and doing all you can, just working your butt off, trying to, win races like I was all my career, you lose sight of how special it really is to be here. And I got to tell you, man, I had fans that flew in out of state, multiple states, that haven't been to a race in years. just saying they wanted to come because I was coming back. So, the heart of the fans was super cool to see. I mean, I can't tell you how many old cars I signed and stuff that I haven't done in a long time. So it was great seeing a lot of friends, and then having that support too was cool.
Burt, this was your first points-paying Cup race, second after the Clash. Had the power issues in the middle, but just what was the overall experience like today?
It was awesome, man. I mean, I've said several times I never thought I'd get to do my first Cup race at almost 50 years old. So to get to do it and at a track like Martinsville that's so historic and it means so much to my family, it's a pretty cool experience.
As a guy that's been competitive your entire career, whether it's on the tour or at the stadium, how hard is it to kind of rewire your brain to come here knowing what this situation is?
Very hard, very hard. When I go to a modified race, I don't go unless I think I have a shot to win. But I know what we're up against because these guys do it day in, day out, full-time teams, under budget, not a full-time team. But at the same time, sorry guys, it's not because they're all gone. But it's definitely it's not because of lack of effort. These guys work as hard, if not harder than some, because we are behind the 8 ball. So I feel the same way in the seat. I feel like it's one of the hardest races I've ever driven. But at the same time, I was trying to, after the issues and getting some laps down, I was trying not to be that guy. You know what I mean? When guys would come up, I'd make sure I give them plenty of room. And I just didn't want to be the guy that they were talking about in a bad way when we left here. So.
What was the most satisfying part of this and Bowman Gray?
Here's just being able to make it to the checker flag. The deal at Bowman Gray was just kind of because it was Bowman Gray and at my home track, home field, I guess you could say. But just getting to drive the car, period. But then to come here at a points-paying race, my grandpa, Billy, my great-uncle Bobby, my dad, my uncle have run Cup races here. I don't know about my uncle, but most of them here. But they have run Cup races. So to be able to say that I've run a Cup race, that's still pretty cool.
Is this it?
I don't know. We've talked about it. We don't have near the damage today as we did from Bowman Gray. So we may. My next open date, I think, is the November race back here. But depending on how my modified season goes, if we have some bad weeks and we don't feel like we're contending for a championship, might try to squeeze one in. But there's a few I've talked to Willie about that are on my bucket list that I'd like to try to do. So we'll see. Never know.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay rewarded.
Steven Stumpf of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.